This is approximately where the car was in this position when I heard the first shot. And when I heard the first shot fired, I turned to my left and looked up at the building. I knew it came from over my head and from that building. And then I turned back around, and there was two shots rapidly, and I saw that Kennedy was hit.
And there was more time between the first and second shot?
Oh, yes. The first shot, and there was a pause, and then there was bam, bam.
And there was more time between the first and second shot?
Oh, yes. The first shot, and there was a pause, and then there was bam, bam. And there was bam, bam.
Make a decision, and I saw the president grab his neck. And then by that time, there was two falling shots, just like a pow, pow. There was two falling shots, just like a pow, pow.
You hear all the stories about how many shots there were. Bang, bang, bang. And they bang, bang, bang. And they bang, bang, bang. And they bang, bang, bang. And they...
Mr. Barrows, how many shots did you hear?
There were 3 shots, and these were spaced with one shot, then a pause, and then 2 shots in very close order, such as perhaps...
Barrows, how many shots did you hear?
There were 3 shots, and these were spaced with one shot, then a pause, and then 2 shots in very close order, such as perhaps almost on top of each other, while there was some pause between the first and the second shots.
Did you tell that to the Dallas police?
Yes, I told this to the police, and then also told it to the FBI, and also I had a discussion 2 or 3 days later with them concerning this, and they made no comment other than the fact that when I stated I felt like the second and third shots could not have been fired from the same rifle, they reminded me that I wasn't an expert, and I had to agree.
Is this the exact spot you were standing on November 22nd, Mr. Holland?
That's correct. This is the exact spot that I was standing November the 22nd.
As an eyewitness interview with a Mrs. Jean Hill. Here is the interview.
What is your name, ma'am?
Jean Hill.
From Dallas?
That's right.
And did you see the shooting, miss?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe what happened?
Yes, sir.
Will you do that now?
They were driving along, and we were the only people in this area on our side, and the shots came from directly across the street from us. And just as the president's car became directly even with us, we took one look at him, and about that time 2 shots rang out just as he looked up. Just as the president looked up, and these 2 shots rang out, and he grabbed his chest, and it looked like he was in pain, and he fell over in the seat, and Jackie fell over on him and said, "My God, he's been shot." And after that, more shots rang out, and the car sped away.
What kind of a car was that?
What kind of a car was it? The president's car.
I mean, where did the shots come from?
The shots came from the hill.
From the hill?
Yes. It was just east of the underpass.
And
we were on the south side.
Did you look up there where the shots came from, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Could you see anyone?
I thought I saw this man running, but I looked at the president, and for a while, and I looked up there, and I thought I saw a man running, and so right after that, I guess I didn't have any better sense. I started running up there too.
The president looked up, and just as he looked up, 2 shots rang out, and he grabbed his chest, and this real odd look came over his face, and he pitched forward onto her lap. And she jumped up over him at that and screamed and said, "My God, he's been shot." And there was just an instantaneous, sort of an instant's pause, and in the motorcade it momentarily halted. And 3 or 4 more shots rang out, and they sped away real quickly.
There was 3 or 4 real close together, and it was must have been the first one that that shot him, because that was the time I took the picture. And during that time, after I took the picture and the shots were still being fired, I decided I better get on the ground.
Did people lie down on the ground?
I just know